Leute und willkommen zurück bei das Let's Play in Greedfall. Heute mal eine ganz besondere Sendung an diesem Spiel, weil ich habe ein bisschen trainiert und habe dadurch diese sehr, sehr großen Waffen hier jetzt angestellt. Ich könnte mir auch ein paar andere Waffen nehmen, die vielleicht schneller sind, weil die sind recht langsam. Aber trotzdem, ich behalte hier jetzt erstmal so die stärksten Waffen, glaube ich, im Spiel. Ich weiß jetzt gar nicht, was die stärkste Waffe ist. Wir sind jetzt hier gerade in Hikmet und ja, wir bringen mal ein bisschen mehr die Hauptstory in Wallung. Schließlich sind wir da relativ weit zurückgeschlagen. Und mit relativ meine ich massiv. Also wir haben fast die ganze Zeit nur Hauptquest gemacht. Wir waren schon ewig nicht mehr hier oben.
Desade, glad to see that resentment didn't prevent your cousin from sending you here. I must admit that I had doubts.
I'm here to listen to what you have to say. It doesn't mean that we'll help you. So, your emissary told us that Hikmet is sustaining attacks.
It's true. Enraged beasts are relentlessly attacking the city and its outposts. My men are tiring themselves out, killing them by the...
Okay, was.
Do you know very...
Das brauche ich mir nicht anhören.
I must go.
Naturally.
Jetzt dürfen wir echt dasselbe nochmal machen, nur auf der anderen Seite. Genau das gleiche. Ah, die wollen mich davon verarschen. Deswegen habe ich jetzt den Text übersprungen, das ist mir zu doof. Ich mache das jetzt einfach und gut ist. Hä? Was ist denn der? Sieht fast aus, als ob er in der Stadt wäre. Kann das nicht sein. Er ist draußen. Wir sehen uns dann dahin. Jetzt sind wir hier im Lager, sind alle tot. Super, klasse. Ne, einer hat überlebt.
You managed to make it through. A group of the... But you...
As I
Text
said,
kennen wir schon.
Can you not...
I understand. Like,
You're right. They were... This is...
I see.
Good.
Could you tell me?
If you...
Do you
The three...
Could you tell me?
It must have... The three of you won't play...
We're departing right.
Ah, ich hab's wieder geahnt. Es ist wieder genau das gleiche. Echt. Genau das gleiche wie in Sandmann-Serie. Das gibt's da bald mehr. Ich könnte mich jetzt mehr darüber aufregen, aber ich lasse es jetzt einfach mal. Ich glaube, das so aufregen soll, lasse ich euch mal.
Soldiers, are you the ones?
Yes, Your Excellency.
We're ready.
I'm ready. Let's.
We'll follow you.
Now is not the time.
Jetzt ist nicht die Zeit. Wir sollen wahrscheinlich irgendwelche Waren transportieren, weil die ja sonst nur irgendwo durchkommen.
Here, there are tracks of a heavy carriage. They must belong to our caravan.
Let's take a closer look.
Ah, wir sollen gucken, wo die Karawane hin ist.
This looks like the place the carriage left the road. There are also some animal prints. They were being chased.
Ach, die vielen toten Viecher auf der Straße sind euch gar nicht aufgefallen. Lol. An mir würden die ja auch nicht auffallen.
You have witnessed the violence of the attacks we sustained. They must all be dead. If they're broken.
Ich hab sogar mittlerweile gelernt, wie man kommt. Da ist ja die Karawane. Sie ist komplett tot. War hoffnungslos.
They're all dead. They were torn to shreds.
Jo.
But the cargo is still here, and it looks like it's in good condition.
As for the carriage, it's damaged. And without it, we'll have a hard time transporting this to the outpost. Do any of you know how to fix it?
There's a lot of work, but I should be able to do it. It'll take some time, though.
The beasts may come back at any moment. Make it quick.
I'm starting right away.
And don't worry. We'll protect you.
Gut, sie haben es hier etwas anders verpackt, ne? Etwas. Und wir sitzen auch noch voll in der Falle. Technisch gesehen. Hier kommen sie ja schon. Ich gebe jetzt hier noch mal ein bisschen okay. So, die mal weiter raus. Gerade noch Offizieren. Ah, da. Ah, das kommt der nächste Trupp. Lass die jetzt ein bisschen rankommen. Ich habe 28 Euro dabei. Gucken, wie viele wir jetzt schon gemacht haben. Oh, ein paar haben wir gemacht. Oh, ich weiß nicht, ob ich noch bis Level 40 durchbleibe. Es gibt so ein paar einfache Methoden, halt die Arena halt zu grinden, aber gerade spannend ist es nicht. Wie lange brauchst du denn? Wahrscheinlich kommt noch eine Truppe und muss noch kommen. Der kommt da ja auch schon. Das ist echt unglaublich. Ja genau, das ist dieselbe Gruppenformation wie präsentiert. Ungefähr so nicht viele Zaubersprechen, so ich bin noch Zauber gebrochen habe. Jetzt müsste er eigentlich fertig sein, es sei denn, das große Biest kommt auch noch, der Hauptkampf. Ja.
Yeah. I did what I could, but it's...
And now we'll have to drag it all the way to the out.
Let's depart before more.
Das ist
Here
wahrscheinlich
you are.
automatisch gehen.
I don't know how to thank you. Our cargo has finally arrived. With this ammunition, we'll be able to hold back the assaults, and the medicines have already given a boost to 3 of my men.
It was not an easy task. So I'm pleased that all this has been useful to you.
Here, take this. This is all I can offer to thank you, but I give it glad.
Thank you, Captain. I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye.
Das war's hier schon. Finde die Speer. Dann gehen wir da noch jetzt hin. Jetzt muss ich nur gucken, wie ich jetzt hier wegkomme. Ist schon ein bisschen traurig, dass die das fast gleich gemacht haben. Ist fast Richtung gelaufen. Fast nahezu gleich die Quest. Klar, sie ist ein bisschen anders umgeschrieben, aber ja. So, wir sind jetzt hier bei den Speeren und dann quatschen wir mit denen halt im Speedformat.
Are you the scout sent by the governor?
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wasn't getting any news from you. He wants me to help him put an end to the...
Yes. A camp of rebel savages. They must be the ones sending us the beasts. They all come. And these barbarians.
You may be right, but I'd rather be certain. I know the leader of this camp.
You knew of this camp? These savages are responsible for dozens of deaths. Why didn't you inform the governor?
Because I'm a diplomat, not a... You should go back to the outpost now.
Wie komme ich jetzt von da nach da? Hä? Wo muss ich hin?
I wanted to speak to you about the assaults that hit us.
Ja.
We have nothing to do with it.
They're not being attacked by men, but by beasts.
So, they are also attacking the Renaigse.
What do you mean?
They even throw themselves at the camps.
A similar thing was happening west of the island. It resembled a Nardaig Menamen.
But I have never seen a guardian that fits the description you've given.
Could a Doneigad have done this?
You're a typical Renaigse. None of our people would make a nada.
And yet someone...
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed! He is attacking our own!
What?
Was? Sind wir hier mitten im Kampf aufgeguckt? Der Nike geht weg. Wieso? Ich helfe ihr doch. Sprechen. Ah, da kommt der, guck mal, da oben kommt der Gegner. Guck mal, wir unten warten. Komischerweise sind wir auf einmal mehr Leute. Guck mal, Afra ist dabei, die Reichsen sind dabei. Der Kampf ist definitiv voller Einsatz. das war's aber.
What happened to our Nadai?
No idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely and you did what you had to do. Our guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It resembled the other guardian I told you about. As if they had the same disease.
Guardians don't get sick. They are far more than beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. At last, the attack should stop now. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaitse? Spies?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were responsible.
Why are you still here? You should have gone back to the outpost.
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust you. You said you knew these people, and then we heard cries, and saw the giant creature attacking their camp. And we realized that it was this creature who was leading the beasts.
And you discovered that we weren't to blame.
Yes. I'm really sorry. We should go back to the outpost now.
Then, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader the location of our camp.
Are you prepared to swear that you will never speak of this place?
You saved our comrades and maybe our city by killing this beast, so... Yes. We swear.
I hope that they will be true to their word. Fine. They can go.
We are extremely...
Thank you, Darren.
Qua awelen segrenaigse. And if you find the one who's behind all this, kill him.
Redelsführer. Jetzt müssen wir tatsächlich nach Hikmet komplett zurück. Oh Gott. Okay, bis gleich. Also, wir hatten jetzt schon wieder einen Ladebildschirm. Das kennt man ja alles schon in dem Spiel hier. Man hat es halt öfters. Aber man hat jedes Dorf oder jede Rubrik ist einzeln ein Ladebildschirm. Und man muss öfters mal hin und her reisen. Und das ist das, was mich wirklich stört. Mich stört nicht die Grafik. Die Grafik ist komplett okay. Sieht gut aus. Gefällt mir. Aber warum sind teilweise die Gebiete so riesig gemacht worden? Da hätte man echt viel Datenvolumen sparen können. Hätte ruhig ein bisschen kleiner machen können. Ein bisschen mehr Gegner wären schön gewesen. Oder so random auftauchende Gegner. Also so zufällig auftauchende. Aber, ja gut, wir können jetzt zu Ende diskutieren, wie wir wollen. Wir haben der Groschen gerade geholfen. Wir haben St. Matthäus geholfen.
No. The Donea eggs Regawa, and they were as surprised as I was to see that the beasts were... He seemed to be afflicted by the same disease.
Either way, the Guardians are creatures of the island they protect. The rebels may not be involved in these attacks, but that doesn't mean that another tribe isn't responsible.
The natives knew it and said that it was transformed. It looked sick. No native would... Someone else must be responsible for these attacks. I just don't...
Knowing you, you will eventually find out. And I hope you'll make them pay for those who... In the meantime, please take this as a... I now realize that I should...
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
2000 EP und halt nochmal Ruf der Groschengarde, den wir sonst gar nicht bekommen können. So, jetzt müssen wir wahrscheinlich... Ich guck mal ganz kurz. Sprecht mit Konstantin, das war klar. Eine Nebenquest? Ich habe doch gar keine Nebenquest mehr. Ach so, die... Da ist ja nur noch ein Posten, ein Lager frei und da ist sind noch ein paar Papierchen zu sammeln. Mache ich immer nicht mehr. Ist mir zu zeitaufwendig, die alle zu suchen. Wie gesagt, ich mache keinen 100% Lauf, sonst hätte ich es wahrscheinlich gemacht. Okay, wir sehen uns dann gleich bei Konstantin direkt wieder. So, jetzt sind wir bei Konstantin. Gucken, was der so sagt.
Konstantin.
My adorable cousin. I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were being continuously attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I've never seen anything like it, and there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation, do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a Guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders, and yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardaig Glenderman, a beach guardian, but it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you've already done what had to be done, by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I am certain that there is more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, fair cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, fair cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You'd better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he
Verlässt die Stadt.
goes outside the city.
Ist er jetzt
Where
böse
could he go
geworden?
outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen. I know this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went. But he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I hope you find his...
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Ever since he became Onol Manawi, he has become even stranger than he was before.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Anon Millefrictaman had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
Aha. Er ist tatsächlich böse geworden. Welche Überraschung. Hat uns der Baum ja schon mal erzählt. ich muss jetzt nach Senva. Aber meine Videozeit geht leider zur Neige. Und daher vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Hinterlasst mal ein Like, ein Abo, hinterlasst mal einen Kommentar, ein Like, Abo, hier gerade lustig seid. Ja, damit beende ich erstmal dieses Video und erstmal tschüss. Ich hoffe, ich ertrage das Spiel noch lang genug, um den letzten Abschluss zu machen. Nicht, dass es nicht angenehm wäre zu spielen, aber diese Millionen Ladereien. Ach ja, lebt wohl. Nee, tschüss.